Strong reaction this morning to the decision by ABC to indefinitely suspend Jimmy Kimmel Live over the comedian's comments about the tone of the debate following the fatal shooting of American conservative activist Charlie Kirk.
We hit some new lows over the weekend with the MAGA gang desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them and doing everything they can to score political points from it. In between the finger pointing,
Jimmy Kimmel stays, Trump must go! Jimmy Kimmel stays, Trump must go!
Demonstrators gathered outside the theater where the show is taped. The Walt Disney-owned broadcaster said it was canceling the show indefinitely after one affiliate said it would be replaced. The head of the FCC had earlier urged broadcasters to stop airing the program. With more on the reaction and the decision, let's bring in CTV's Scott Hurst. So, Scott, a lot of people shocked. This news came down late yesterday. What's behind this?
Marcia, good morning. Let's begin with the reaction from the U.S. president himself, and then we can work our way through everything that's behind this, as there are a lot of moving parts. Here is the reaction first from U.S. President Donald Trump to the cancellation of the Jimmy Kimmel Live program, calling the move great news for America, congratulating ABC, and then in the same message on social media, calling out NBC, saying it should also cancel other late-night comedy shows, such as Jimmy Fallon and Seth Meyers, two comics who also often joke about the U.S. president. Now, let's talk about the reasonings behind the move. ABC's decision comes just hours after the Federal Communications Commission chair threatened to take action against Disney and ABC over Kimmel's remarks. And then Nexstar Media, a large TV and media provider that operates 23 ABC affiliates, said it would pull the show starting as of Wednesday. Kimmel's comments, they're saying, about Kirk's death were, quote, offensive and insensitive at a critical time in our national political discourse. And so there is a significant reaction to this. I want to play two clips back to back. First from David Frum, a Canadian-American political commentator and former speechwriter for George W. Bush, and then U.S. Senator Chuck Schumer.
This is not cancel culture, because it's not culture. It's state repression. It's an order from the government. Here's the script you must read. If you do not read it, you will be taken off the air. Jimmy Kimmel didn't read it. He was taken off the air.
It is outrageous. It's a page right out of Xi's playbook. This is just despicable, disgusting, and against democratic values. Trump and his allies seem to want to shut down speech that they don't like to hear. That is not what democracies do. That is what autocracies do. And it doesn't matter whether you agree with Kimmel or not. He has the right to free speech. And so it is just outrageous. It is...
And, Marcia, we should also point out both Disney and Nexstar have FCC business ahead of them. Both need regulatory approval and, therefore, a go-ahead from the Trump administration. All of this following the summertime cancellation of the CBS Late Show with Stephen Colbert, another longtime Trump critic. CBS citing financial reasons for axing that late-night comedy show, but a decision that Trump also celebrated widely online. However, some critics have wondered if his stance on Trump also played a role. Soon after the Colbert cancellation, the FCC approved CBS parent company Paramount's long-pending deal, Marcia, with Skydance.
Okay, Scott, and you know, just for our viewers, it's worth noting that President Trump, who is away right now, he's still in the UK meeting with Keir Starmer. We're going to get to that in a second. He put a message out on his social media saying Kimmel has zero talent. That leaves Jimmy and Seth, two total losers on fake news NBC. Their ratings are horrible. Do it, NBC. So where does all of this go from here, Scott?
That was a question that also came up in the summertime after the cancellation of Stephen Colbert, mentioning that that he had, not been a fan of any of these programs, calling them, as you see, zero talent, worse ratings, but then calling out specifically NBC, as we have seen a cancellation from a CBS owned product, and also now this Jimmy Kimmel on the Disney-owned ABC channel. And so, as you heard, the reaction, strong reaction from some U.S. politicians against what they believe to be, pressure tactic from the Trump administration, Marcia.
Yeah, Colbert, Kimmel, now what? All right, Scott, thank you for that. We're going to stay in touch and watch for more reaction throughout the day for the very latest.